You guys are gonna get tired of hearing this, but it's another beautiful day in Florida, and today's a big day. We are going to drive the LS Miata for the first time. So we've got a handful of little things to do just to get it roadworthy. We're not gonna go super far, but we're gonna do a real drive, real floor in it, everything. Figure out what else is wrong with it. Gonna move this thing out of the way first, but it now starts on its own and drives on its own, which is very exciting. I cannot wait to get started on this thing, but like I said before, we gotta finish this guy first. Priority number one, right here. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to go through and just nut and bolt the whole car. The rear suspension is all loosely in because I was gonna take it back apart, which I'm still going to eventually to change some parts, but not right now. Front, need to raise it up. Same thing, front's tight, but we need to align it. Need to align the whole car. Need to finish up some catch can stuff. There's more I'm forgetting. It won't be 100%. Like I need to build a coolant expansion tank so that I can fully bleed the cooling properly and all of that stuff. And there's a few other little things before it's like track ready, but I don't want to go drive it. This whole time it's been running and driving onto and off of trailers and I haven't driven it. So I mentioned today's the day. It's a beautiful day, why not? Negative Nancy is just ripping apart a car, having a blast. Always so much fun. Fun. Guess we'll start with the suspension since it's at a good height for that. So I'm raising the front up between like half an inch and an inch. I'm probably gonna go a little high and then just adjust it down if I need to. Because the suspension never even fully settled and it was pretty low. So the reason it's so low is because we have drop knuckles. On a car like this, adjusting it half an inch at the shock is going to be more than half an inch at the wheel. So you have to be cognizant of that. The reason why I haven't driven this thing yet is because I wanted to get the power steering line figured out first, because right now the power steering pump is on the serpentine belt system because it's all one belt. And I've been driving around with no fluid in the pump, just on and off trailers, so I didn't want to burn it up, but I think we're past that point. I think the pump has got to be burnt up by now and it's going to need replacement anyway. So we're just gonna send it. I had an M16 fitting for the catch can that I need to still test on the power steering pump, but I checked it on the rack and there was like a little hard line that comes here and loops around, and that's where the factory high pressure hose hooks up to. And that is M16 by 150, which is what the internet said this was, but the actual spot where it goes into the rack here is not. Looks like it's like M14 by 125. Fortunately, that is the right size fitting for the power steering pump. So the one I have on order that Jeg's kind of screwed me over on because they don't have it in stock anymore. So now I got to cancel my order and reorder a different brand. But anyway, it is the right one. It is the right one. So I'll just need to figure out what that other one is, order that, some fittings, line. We can make a power steering hose and a pump because that thing's going to be dead. This is for this. This is for the catch can. Got this nice push lock hose down here, and I want to do the same on the return at the top. Everything's paint dusty under here. So yeah, I got a 90-degree for that. So it'll go boop, and then come down here, and then go in here. All fresh and clean. Ben has these things that you like bolt onto the hub, so we can tell camber and tow, which the tow's way off right now. And it also allows you to get to the suspension while the suspension's loaded. Yeah, I'm basically gonna max the caster out on this side. The camber will just kind of be what it is on both sides. It's already done on that side. Set the tow and then move on to the back. Same thing, except in the back it's just gonna get around zero camber and no tow. She's back on the ground, aligned. I think the front toe is off, but it's kind of hard to tell. Quick, but I'm gonna throw just a stock seat in it so I don't have to deal with the pains of mounting this seat in just to go for a dry. Stock seat will work perfectly fine. Not going very far. Yeah, oh, and that's about the ride height that it will probably stay at. It's about inch of fender gap. Hopefully I can keep it around that low. So I think that's a pretty solid looking ride height. The stock seat would not fit, so I ended up having to actually put the Sparco in anyway. It didn't fit because the cage down here would hit the, basically like the recline adjustment. So had this thing in, don't have belts in right now. Just gonna send it. It's gonna be a test drive. Let's do it. First Miata drive. Still got a little sunlight. Whoop whoop. Overheating. Okay, well, part one of the first drive was wildly unsuccessful. It started to get hot. I think it's just not having an expansion tank. I can't completely fill the coolant, and this steam port fitting was loose, so that could definitely be it. There's probably a lot of steam in there, so it probably didn't get as hot as it said. It's probably just reading hot because the gauge is reading a lot of steam. That would be my guess. No power brakes. That was kind of tough. That definitely was not ideal. I need to try to fix that before I go on another drive. I think tomorrow morning I'll try to take it for another spin. It's scary with not having a tag. It's not registered right now. So, you know, I've just got to be extra careful if I get pulled over. Like, it's a very loud, in both senses of the word, car. So it's definitely cop magnet if they see me, especially with no tag. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do some stuff, tinker, and then we'll go on a drive again. I'm not gonna leave you guys with that. That was pretty lame. Oh, but Ben said it sounded sick.
Yeah, it sounds gnarly.
He said it screams, which is what Tim from Grindhard Garage, who did my exhaust, said about the long merge. He said it should make it like scream up top instead of being like grunty and brr. So that's exciting. I'm excited to hear it from out of the car and just hear it when I'm not panic driving. First drives are always just so stressful. It's so hard to even enjoy it with a big project like this, because you're just like on the edge of your seat the whole time. Like, what's gonna break? Oh, what's that noise? What's going on? Oh, it's overheating. You know what I mean? It's hard to just enjoy driving it because you're just so focused on it's gonna fall apart right now. Okay, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, we figured out what was wrong and causing our overheating issue. We noticed that sitting here idling, it was still getting up to like 210. Checked the radiator was ice cold. So, led us to believe the thermostat, because the upper hose was hot, bottom hose was not. So we pulled the thermostat out, started it back up, let it idle for a while. It would get up to like 175 with the fans on, turn the fans off, turn the fans on, and it would cruise right back down. So I think that was our overheating problem. I do not have a hose, I don't think. The problem with the brake booster hose is you need a check valve, which we have a check valve. That's check valve's meant to go in a 3/8 hose, which is what this is. This is like 3/8 hose. The LS intake is like 1/2 inch hose. So I'm gonna real quick try to scrounge something up. just because the manual brake sucks, and see if I can find something. If not, we're just gonna do another manual brake drive real quick. Car definitely needs tune adjustment. Seems to be, it's not getting enough fuel down low, and then you kind of like get past that and it kind of goes, and then it kind of like gets like fuel cut again. That's kind of what it feels like. But I just want to drive it again because I don't want to leave you guys with such a crappy test drive, and I want to like hear it while I'm not like, oh no, it's overheating. You know what I mean? Like I want to have a little bit better of a first drive. We've been waiting a long time for this moment, guys, and I don't want to disappoint you, and I don't want to disappoint myself. So we here. Kind of jank, but we got a hose to work. Took a stock Miata check valve, heated the crap out of the hose, and we're able to get it to slide in far enough. And then a little 3/8 adapter, and then just hose clamped the hell out of this 1/2-inch hose, which slides on tight to the LS barb. This is not at all a permanent solution. I will come up with a permanent solution, but for now, this will do. This will work. So now we're gonna go drive it again. Woo! Woo! Woohoo!
Pressure regulator vacuum sorts because I forgot to do that and bump the fuel pressure up a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. I literally, I'm like shaking. That was so amazing. All the other times, like driving on and off the trailer, it never ran right. And I was like, this is gonna be one of those rabbit holes where it's gonna take forever to get it to run right. I'm gonna have Matt from Sloppy, you know, like portal in or whatever and check the tune and log it. And it's just gonna be a pain. And then it dawned on me that I never hooked up the vacuum reference for the fuel pressure regulator. So I hooked that up and then it immediately started running better. I could tip into the throttle and it was fine. And then driving it, oh my God, like, this has been a year of me waiting for this moment. And I guess I haven't been super anxious because I've been nervous and I knew it was gonna be a letdown like it was yesterday with the not running right. And to go rip it and it just rip and go. I mean, I'm sure, you know, I need to dial that in and the tune could probably be dialed in more for a little more power and what, but like it rips and it's my LS Miata and it drives and it cruises around and it spins the tires off and like, I'm just elated right now, guys. I am elated. Like, this thing is done. It's done. I mean, there's a few things left to do. I need to put seats in it, which I'm ordering today. I figured out what seats I want. Need to put seats in it, harnesses. Sorry, I'm just make a coolant expansion tank, power steering line, and that's it. And that's it. That's freaking it. And it's done. The LS Miata is done. It's painted. It's wow. What a day. What a day. This is why you don't give up. I was almost like, you know what, screw it. There's no point in driving it again today. Nothing's gonna change. You know, I gotta get with Matt. But no, it was just me with the freaking reference thing. Matt did an amazing job on this base tune. I mean, this is just basically like a mail order tune that Matt sent me, because he's a great guy. Shout out to Matt, Sloppy Mechanics. I've told you guys about them before. He makes great videos. He does so much cool stuff. If you're into LS stuff, and just like learning, I mean, he tries all sorts of cool things. Like, he's done a bunch of budget turbo stuff, and then now he's doing some superchargers. So he does all sorts of cool stuff. Highly suggested channel. But huge shout out to him for, you know, helping me with this tune and stuff. I mean, it shreds. I mean, it probably wouldn't be bad to get it on a dyno, you know, and get like this specific combo tuned. But as it is right now, it rips. And this is just on 93 octane with like a safe tune. Okay, I've been rambling. I waited for the pool guy to leave to make this clip because I didn't want to be, it just would make me feel uncomfortable and I wouldn't show you guys my genuine excitement. But I just wish you could have seen, I mean, you saw my excitement in the car. I don't know. I'm rambling. I just can't believe this happened, that we drove the Miata, that it rips, that it's done, it works, like everything worked. It's just crazy. Like, I just felt like one of those builds that was never going to be done. And I knew it would. I knew, you know, I wasn't going to give up on it and I was going to stick to it. But there were points where it definitely felt like this is never going to end. You know, I'm never going to get this finished. Like, I'm going to run out of time. You know what I mean? Like, and it's, to drive it was just unparalleled feeling. This is the first car I built from the ground up. You know, I've literally done every nut and bolt on this car. I have taken everything off and put it back on and changed it and modified it. Nothing is like stock anymore on this car. And to do all of that and then go rip it down the street, like, elated is the only word I can use to describe this moment. A lot of people give me crap for saying we. They say, well, what do you mean we built the car? What do you mean we? Like, it's just you in your garage, you lonely person, blah, blah. No, because it's not just me, it's we. It's me and you guys. If you guys were on the other side of this lens telling me, come on, Taylor, when's it gonna be done? Like, good job, keep going, that's sick. I don't think I could have, I don't know that I could have come this far. Without your support, without your help, you know, without your confidence, without your nagging, your good nagging for me to get it done. I mean, without you guys, we would not be here. Absolutely not. So we did this. We built this LS Miata.